Welcome your guys' faces to the August 4th edition of Monday Night Raw. This is the Raw after SummerSlam. My name is Aaron.
And my name is Brendan.
Remember, leave us a like, leave us a subscribe, ding dong that notification bell, and be informed every single time Essential Wrestling News uploads a brand new video for your guys' faces. Without any further ado, let's roll that title.
So the August 4th edition of Monday Night Raw, the first match what started off was LA Knight with Seth Rollins doing a promo. What was your thoughts on this promo, Aaron?
After the cash-in at SummerSlam, I believe LA Knight might be in the title picture, but there are so many speculations of who Seth Rollins' first opponent could be for the World Heavyweight title. I mean, Brendan, who would you like to see him go up against first?
I'd like to see him go against Rusev. I think we've brought Rusev back. The hype behind Rusev was there, and he's gone on the lay low since he's been back. I feel like it's time now that Rusev gets a chance just to bring his name back into fame a bit.
Yeah, and he does have the ongoing rivalry with Sheamus, obviously. But, ladies and gentlemen, what are your guys' thoughts on the LA Knight interrupting Seth Freakin Rollins? And don't forget, we now have the Shula Fowler. What's your thoughts on that, Brendan?
I haven't really got that many thoughts. There's good and bad about it. But until we see more.
And apparently there is another member of Seth Rollins' team being added. There are so many names thrown into this hat. I mean, I do believe, and I don't know what you think, Brendan, but I do believe it's high time they now name this faction. What's your thoughts on this?
Yes, it's about time to name it. I feel like there's so many names you could be joining. The list is endless, but they need to pick the right candidate for it. Someone who can fill the role, because you've got Braun and Braun, but they're both similar wrestlers with their moves and the power behind them. I feel like they need someone who's got a bit of like cocky arrogance, same as Seth.
Okay, but one point I want to make is, did you see when LA Knight came out, Braun Baker just puts his head on Paul Heyman's shoulder?
Yeah.
As to say, really? So guys, you know what I'm going to ask you. What are your guys' thoughts on this? We then moved on to Sheamus taking on Rusev. This match ended in a double count-out. Now, my thoughts on this double count-out is it's a poor way to end a match, especially with Sheamus and Rusev dating back to the League of Nations days. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts, and what is your thoughts, Brendan?
Well, I share the same thoughts as you there. It was a disappointing way to end the match. I feel like the match was built up to be this big eventful match, and to me it lacked.
I believe this is their third match in their series now, isn't it?
And I feel like this was the worst out of the three. I feel like it lacked performance, and it was quite a sloppy way to end the match. It just didn't make sense on why it ended in a double count out to me.
But guys, what are your guys' thoughts on the Sheamus and Rusev match? I mean, Sheamus, to be honest, should be back in the title picture. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are, but Brendan, your thoughts? Do you think Sheamus deserves the world title again before he retires?
Yes, or if not, if he don't want to go back into the championship of the world heavyweight, I feel like he could always go into the Intercontinental maybe. He could try to adventure down to a lowerish title just to finish his career off.
I do believe it's the Intercontinental that's preceded Sheamus ever since he's joined WWE some years ago. But guys, let us know down in the comments below.
And we then moved on to Penta versus Grayson Waller in a one-on-ones match. Penta did win this match. Aaron, what was your thoughts on this match overall?
Now guys, I love Penta. I play him every day on 2K25. It's just a diamond in the rough. I mean, yes, he did come from a forbidden brand that WWE does not like to work with. We will not mention their names, but Penta and Grayson Waller, we know Grayson Waller's had a few promos with the New Day. I mean, we haven't seen Grayson Waller in action since he teamed up with Austin Fury. I mean, your thoughts on this, Brendan?
Well, first of all, I want to know, with Grayson Waller, how long is it going to be till him and Austin Fury fully part ways?
That is a good point. And on that point, I've heard amongst the grapevine that Austin Fury has now been released from WWE.
Wow.
Are you aware of any rumours or...
No, that's news to me.
So guys, because we are totally unsure on this situation, let us know down in the comments what has actually happened to Austin Fury, unless they are giving him a new gimmick again. That's my only thought.
Yeah, there's not
Your
really...
final thoughts on that?
It'd be a shame if Austin Fury has been released, because I like him as a wrestler. I feel like he adds a lot to the company, but if he's been released, hoping best for the future.
Okay, so guys, we moved on to the Judgment Day demanded a rematch from Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. Now, this match again, would I want to see it? Yes. But on the other hand, do it on the Monday Night Raw. Don't do it on a pay-per-view. I can see you shaking your head there, Brendan. Your thoughts on that, please?
Well, I just feel like if they do get the match they so-called want again, I feel like, as you said, do it on a Raw get match, because it's pretty obvious that Charlotte and Alexa will retain, because they've only just won the titles. It'd be a bit silly for it to go straight back to Judgment Day. And with that, the Judgment Day, if they lose again to Charlotte and Alexa, it could cause more problems in the Judgment Day, especially for when Liv comes back. She might not feel that Raquel and I forgot her name, it's left my mind.
Roxanne
Perez don't work well together, so as I say, it could lead to a little bit.
You make an interesting point there, and that is that behind all this, everyone's forgetting about Liv Morgan. I mean, your final thoughts before we move on?
That I think in the next month to 2 months, or whenever Liv comes back, Liv will have a feud with Roxanne Perez. And it's going to leave Raquel in the middle of it, and she's going to have to choose sides. So
a bit like the Bianca, Naomi and Jade situation over on Friday Night SmackDown.
Yeah, they're going to bring it over to Raw.
Very interesting. Moving on
to the Women's Tag Team Champions, again with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, and they did take on Raquel and Roxanne Perez, and Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss obviously defeated them, as we all thought would probably happen. What was your thoughts on this match, Aaron?
A very impromptu match by Raw General Manager Adam Pearce, so hats off to him. But like we said before, it was given that Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss would retain the WWE Women's Tag Team titles. So guys, let us know what are your guys' thoughts on this match? Final thoughts from you, Brendan.
My final thoughts is I think they've done the rematch too early. I think they should have left it a couple of weeks as they've only just had it at SummerSlam. They've just gone straight back into a rematch.
And I do find that with Monday Night Raw a little, and I'm going to go off here, but I find after a big pay-per-view, WWE do a lot of rematches, either on Raw or on SmackDown. Your thoughts? Do you agree? Do you not agree?
I don't agree on why they do it, because they've had the match. Instead of giving the rematch clause straight away, they should wait to give other people that chance, because then it's leaving everyone else in the roster waiting in line for their chance.
Yeah, I do agree, and it does seem to be the same sort of tag teams day in, day out, competing. So guys, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. We then cut to a backstage thing with Sheamus and Rusev continues their fight backstage. Now, this rivalry between these two is getting so personal. Obviously, this feud between Sheamus and Rusev is far from over. Your thoughts, Brendan?
Well, I believe now, as it's gone to backstage as well, they've had 3 matches already. I think they'll have their 4th match at Clash in Paris. I believe that it will either be a street fight or it will be a no DQ match to end off their rivalry.
Okay, so that is interesting. What are your guys' thoughts? Of course, let us know down in the comments below. Moving swiftly on to a man that I hate, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, taking on Dragon Lee. Now, Brendan, we said this yesterday, the SummerSlam highlight show. It's clear that I don't like Dom, so take it away.
Take it away. Well, Dominic Mysterio deserves to be the Intercontinental Champion. It's definitely more than Finn Balor or Penta or anyone else does. I feel like his character on a whole is just to the T. The drama when he first came in with his dad, he's always bringing back the Eddie Guerrero moves in memory of him. I feel like just everything about Dominic's character and the Judgment Day and every match what he's in, it's always an entertaining match. That's why I love him so much. So I'm gonna have to ask you, what's your thoughts on Dominic on a whole?
On a whole, he's a bloody good superstar. He brings the heat. He brings the goodness. The only thing I don't like about Dom is he should have done a couple of years down in NXT before coming to the main roster. I don't know what Brendan's thoughts are or your guys' thoughts.
All you need to is give that man some more chicken tendies.
Well, yes. But, guys, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Moving on to
Nikki Bella stepped up to Becky Lynch. Now, this, for me, was a wow moment. I'm not sure about you, Aaron, and what your thoughts, but this amazed me to watch.
Absolutely. I have to agree, Brendan. You know, Nikki Bella is a WWE Hall of Famer probably is a Hall of Famer if I'm correct.
Yes.
Because I am unsure, let us know down in the comments. But wouldn't it be good to see Nikki Bella take on the man, Becky Lynch, for the Women's Intercontinental Championship at Clash in Paris? What's your thoughts, Brendan?
My thoughts is I wish they'd leave it till longer, because it's a match like that with those two superstars what I could see being like a WrestleMania or a Survivor Series match, because two big names like that, just for it to be at Clash of Paris, you want it to be one of the top 5 premium pay-per-view events, because it's going to get the most views, the most insight on it, and I just feel they could have gave it a couple more months to build the storyline up to it.
I have to agree here, guys. You know, obviously we'll hand it over to you guys in the comments. But guys, remember, you know, it is entertainment at the end of the day. Moving swiftly on to World Heavyweight Champion Seth Freakin Rollins defeats LA Knight via disqualification. This, Brendan, to me seems very much like the Rusev and Sheamus match earlier on in the night. Your thoughts?
My thoughts is the match were going really well until the disqualification, but I had a feeling going into this match there would have been a DQ, because obviously Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed can never not interfere in the matches. But now I feel bad for LA Knight, because he's having so many matches recently and he's just not getting to show his full...
Do you think his full potential came last year but he just failed on it?
I think, he's had a fall off. Everyone first started having the hype around LA Knight, there was so much speculation on what he could be, what he could do, what he could achieve. But now it's, he might win this match, he might lose. There's not really much hype going into his matches anymore as there was a year or so ago.
Very true. Then we have Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker and Big Bronson Reed destroy Roman Reigns, CM Punk and LA Knight. Now guys, I'm going to hand this over to Brendan, because he mentioned something in the SummerSlam vlog yesterday. So Brendan, take it away.
That I believe, obviously, Roman and the Bloodline will eventually have a War Games, or not even if it's not War Games, a pay-per-view event against Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed and Seth Freakin Rollins. But all I'm going to say now is just wait till Jacob Fatu joins Jay and Roman.
Guys, speaking of Jacob Fatu, it used to be I love you solo, but now it's
I hate you solo.
So guys, this brings this vlog to a close. Remember, leave us a like, leave us a subscribe, ding dong that notification bell, and be informed every single time Essential Wrestling News uploads a brand new video for your guys' faces. And we will see you again soon with more wrestling content. Adios.